Hey guys, it's Mo here and welcome back to this channel where I have a follow-up, an update from our last video where I was walking around in the heat of Merida, Mexico looking for a rental. Welcome to my new home. Yes, we did find a place for a 6-month rental and I'm going to share all the details with you in this video. By the way, how does my hair look? Oh my God, I love it. I finally took out the braids. I was wearing my natural curls for a while, a minute there, and then I went to Juan and he laid me properly. That didn't sound right. But I slay. I also went and got my toes did and my eyelashes. I got hybrids. Oh my stay, oh my look. I'm going to do all the details in another video for you, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and you've hit that bell so you get notification when I do upload. I will leave the links for everybody that I used for all my beauty treatments. I have one more to go, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna leave the links to all the beauty treatments that I got and all the service people that I used to do. So I'm so happy that I was able to find people in Merida, Mexico to lay me and slay me right. But yeah, back to the video. First of all, I'm going to show you two other rentals that we looked at that I really liked. There were three. So actually, all right, let me start over. I looked at 4 rentals in one day, and this one actually I lucked out and got this one. And I will tell you why I chose this one, because the other one really had my heart. But let's get into the ones that didn't make it first. And unfortunately, I didn't think to take a video at it really boiled down to 2 rentals. This one and one other one, and I didn't take video of the one other one. But I'm going to tell you why the other 2 didn't make it. So let's get into that first, and then I'll meet you back here to talk about the rental process here in Merida, Mexico, how to get a rental, your best bet at finding one, first of all, because it's not as easy as I made it seem in the last video. So let's just jump right in, huh? So this was number 1. It was in Temazon Norte, just outside of the periferico that surrounds Merida. It has 3 bedrooms, 1, 2, 3 that you can see right there. This is a little family room that was upstairs. This was pretty cute, I won't lie. This is the outside area with your little dipping pool, and then you have the living room. You have a nice little kitchen right there. That one was cute, and I really almost took it because, as you can see, it was furnished as well. But now we're in Grand Santa Fe, and this was another option that I looked at. So this is the driveway area here, and this one was only for 10,000 pesos, which is around 500 US dollars. So that was a steal. I really considered this one as well. So the downside was with this one was the distance. Remember, I do not drive. Grand Santa Fe is again just outside the periferico, and I've been in an Airbnb for 1 month outside the periferico, and it was not easy, and the Ubers were expensive, and I just didn't want to make that decision again. So they were inside painting and getting ready for renting it, but it had again 3 bedrooms, and I think this one had 2 bathrooms. So there was one downstairs that I just kind of showed you, and then there was another one upstairs, and then there was this kind of empty bonus room that leads out to this pool area. So that was pretty nice. You can use it as an entertainment space since it's right by the pool and it's meshed off. I really liked that. And then they have this service area out back with a bathroom and thing. So if you do have guests and they come through here, they don't have to come through your house, then they can use that bathroom on the outside, and of course they would clean up the pool and get it ready for occupancy. I really find that a lot of Mexican homes, when they show it to you, it's not ready, and so you have to kind of use your imagination, because I was just like, how you have me in this house and it's not ready for me look pan it yet, it's not clean up, it's not nice and pretty. It's not convincing me, y'all. But I find that in a lot of the homes that I've looked at. So again, this one was not furnished, and so that was a big downside for me, because I just sold off all my furniture in Jamaica to move to Mexico. So imagine me having to buy all the furniture again. That was not something that was attractive to me. But the price point was, actually this one wasn't the $500 one. I didn't take video of the $500 one because I just ruled it out immediately. It was also 3 bedrooms, but it was a little bit too small for me. Everybody was just going to be on top of each other. So this one had 2 stories, and you know, it was a little bit better in terms of space, so I could consider it. This one was under, I think this one was around 750 if I'm correct. But welcome home. This is the one that I chose, and this one we are currently in the Montebello, San Antonio, Kukul area. So a very nice area, well within the peripheral. Uber rides here are like 20 to 30 pesos to anywhere I really want to go, except downtown, which is a little bit more, maybe 50, 60 pesos. That's $1 and $2, guys. This is what I need. This is what I'm used to. I loved this home because it was only around 1,000 US dollars, and it came fully furnished. Everything you see here comes with the house. So yeah. The kitchen, I really like the kitchen. I wish it had two sinks. A lot of homes here in Merida only have that single sink, which is not something that I like or I'm used to, but we'll work with it. The kitchen is actually very nice. It's going to make me revive my cooking videos here on YouTube. So let me know if you want me to keep it on this channel or if I should revive my, my actual cooking channel. I do have a cooking channel. It has a washer dryer, which we made use of immediately because, of course, we had to buy things like linens, you know, sheets, towels, that kind of thing. So imagine if I had to buy like furniture, like actual furniture, like that was just a big headache I did not want to take on. So this is 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. This is the first bathroom here. I do realize though that they didn't think of things like ventilation. Like that bathroom has no window, so it should have that, what do you call it, extractor. This is actually supposed to be a study, hence there is no actual closet in here. So if you look at the papers for the place, it does say it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom home and a study, but we're using it as a 3rd bedroom. This is the 2nd bedroom here, a nice king-size bed and a wall of closet. Like, I gave this room to my daughter, but it was a very, very hard decision for me to do so because, and I will tell you why in a bit, she has this desk here. She has that sliding door that goes out to the little patio area, which was very nice. I mean, I showed the patio area, but I didn't say anything about it. So you'd have seen it already. This is her bathroom, again, with the tiny little skylight. So this one needed ventilation or an extractor or something else again. But a nice big bathroom for her. And I love all the storage here. Look at this. Look at this. Like, she didn't have so much clothes. This pit didn't have so much clothes. This should have been my bedroom. Oh my God. But anyway, okay. So we're going to walk out and go to my bedroom, which is all the way at the end of this hall. And yes, that is a lizard. I am following into my bedroom. All right, so this is the primary bedroom, as they say. It has a nice king-size bed again. The bathroom is here. The bathroom does have a window because it faces the outside. And this being the end bedroom could have some window too. It could have some window too. So I'm definitely going to have to get a dehumidifier for this room. I'm already seeing some problems with humidity. I'm going to want my things then to get mold and stuff. This is the walk-in closet that they say they have. Oh, I do like the storage unit that they have here, but it's not very practical. This is the walk-in closet, which is, again, it's kind of small. It's kind of small. Come on, guys. I appreciate the shelving, but it's kind of small, especially for me. So I'm going to actually have to get like a chest of drawer or something to put in here. Luckily, I do have space for it, but I'm just like, come on now. So this is my bathroom. It's nice and bright, thanks to the window. And I do like I do really, really like the bathrooms here. I like all the storage. I like the vanity area. This was a winner. All right, just inserting back the clip with the outside patio area, which is Mom's favorite space. It is a beauty for when you want to entertain, and it kind of gives us all a space that we can hang out because that inside table is where I work. She works outside most of the time. So now you've seen the 3 options that I looked at in one day. I did look at a 4th option that really stole my heart as well. It was within the peripheral. What is the peripheral? I keep mentioning that. There is a big highway that surrounds all of Merida, and if you're within it, things are really cheaper and easier. Not cheaper at all. Things are really, Uber rides are cheaper because everything is near. Outside of the peripheral is like the suburbs, suburbia, more like country, more like bush. Cheaper prices, but far, especially if you don't have a car. And so I needed something that was within the peripheral so that I would have more options to things like supermarkets and restaurants and, you know, the things that you need when you live somewhere. And like where we are now, I can actually walk like 5 minutes walk to the supermarket, to a burger joint, to the gym. Those two don't go hand in hand, do they? But everything is really within walking distance from our home. The four-bedroom that stole my heart, why it stole my heart was because it was a four-bedroom. It was a little bit, it was 25% more expensive than this one. And it was completely unfurnished, like complete. I think there was a stove there. There was a stove. So I would have had to buy fridge and washing machine and four bed and just, that was a headache to think of. I really needed to be practical and say, okay, I need a furnished place. I cannot look at unfurnished places. And so in my last video, when I was showing you all of those places that had the Serenta signs on the wall that you could really, easily find a rental, most of those places are going to be unfurnished. That's what I have to say about that. So if you're using that method to find your rental in a neighborhood that you like, just bear in mind that these are likely going to be unfurnished places. And so either you have furniture already or you have the money to make that big investment when you're ready to move in to buy all your furniture. So this one, we went with this one because it was already fully furnished and I would really only have to buy things like pots and pans, and which is still a big investment. Like I have to buy pots and pans and plates and sheets and towels and brooms and all those things. So that's still a lot on the plate. Now, how did I get it? How did I actually get to signing? First of all, if you are not a resident here, then you have to pay almost 4 times your monthly rent in order to even get into a place, because you're going to need your first month's rent, you're going to need your deposit, you're going to need a second deposit if you don't have someone to act as a guarantor for you. And that person who's acting as a guarantor has to have property here in Merida that is free of any kind of lease. So it's not something that they're paying a mortgage on or anything. Who knows who has that? So that's what they call an aval. If you don't have an aval, you're going to have to pay that second deposit. And then you have to pay the notary to notarize all of your lease and all of your documents and all of that. And that can sometimes be a whole other month's rent. Mine was half of my month's rent. So that was 10,000 pesos, where I'm paying 20,000 pesos per month for this place. Now, 20,000 pesos per month, or almost 1,000 USD per month, is a controversial topic here when they talk about gentrification, because they say that we come in and we rent these places that are high priced, meaning a local here in Merida would probably get this place for cheaper. But this is almost what I was paying in Jamaica for my apartment, and I'm actually getting much more amenities here. I have a whole other bedroom, bathroom. I have an outdoor patio space. I have a washroom, a complete washroom. So I have more space here, and I'm paying almost the same as paying in Jamaica for, a pretty nice apartment, both here and there. So we come in and we are willing to pay these high prices for what, locals are saying is way too overpriced. But, when you come in, I had to weigh what I really wanted and how much they were charging. I don't know if there was room for negotiation, because honestly, at this price point, I think this place would have gotten snatched up very quickly. And so I had to it's in a very nice neighborhood. It's very walkable, as I said. I just kind of had to pull the plug and make the decision for me and my family. But yes, it was a lot to come up with almost 4,000 US dollars to put down on the table immediately for what is essentially just a 6-month lease. Because remember, as a visitor, I did not go through the process of trying to get temporary residency or anything like that. We just kind of landed in Mexico, loved it, and said, let's stay here for a while. So the lease is only 6 months. And I have heard some horror stories about people not getting back their deposits, like, landlord making up all kind of things, saying this is damage and that never pay and all kind of something, and keeping your deposit. I did meet my landlord, and she seems fair enough. She seems like I will get back my money. You never know. So fingers crossed. I do plan to extend it to a full year, and she did say that she has committed to extending the contract without any cost to me for another 6 months if I get another 6 month stay. So whether I make, I leave the country and come back and get another 6 months, or whether I do start the process to apply for temporary residency and that comes through before, there are several ways to get temporary residency here as a Jamaican. So I will do a whole other video on that once I start the process and decide what I'm doing. But the plan is to stay in Mexico for at least a year, stay here in this apartment for at least a year, because I really love it. It will give us the time to build up the money if you buy furniture if we plan to stay here longer than that. So how did I find a place? On Facebook marketing. So Facebook marketplace. So you can start looking on Facebook marketplace if you even if you're not in Mexico, you just have to change your settings or your location or something like that to reflect that you are in Mexico, and then you'll see all of the location, all of the listings that are, in Merida. So that's a way to do it. That's how I found it. I just saw it and reached out, and I came, looked, and did a first viewing. Really loved it. Came back and did a second viewing when I paid the first deposit, and that kind of made me feel comfortable. Like, yeah, I really like this place. I like the neighborhood. Let's do it. And so I paid that first deposit. The rent covers the water and the maintenance because this is an apartment. There are 9 other units here, so 10 in all. I really like it. So look on Facebook Marketplace if you are trying to find a rental. Most of the ones on Facebook Marketplace, don't go on Facebook Marketplace if you're looking for a short-term rental, something for 1-3 months. That's not the place, just Airbnb. But the Airbnb fees were really yamming out my pockets, and I had to do something. So while it was a big investment up front, it will save us in the long run, especially if we do stay here for a year and we get back my deposit, to actually just be paying a flat fee every month and paying my utilities and things like that. What other questions did people want to know about renting an apartment in Merida? I don't know. If you have other questions, leave them in the comments below and I will answer them for you. This apartment, oh, let me tell you something. So as I said, as I showed you in my bedroom, there are no windows. The bathrooms, some of the bathrooms now have no window. If you're moving to Mexico, bring you a dehumidifier, like straight off the bat, because there's a lot of humidity. There's a bottle on my what is that? The storage unit that you saw in my main bed, in my bedroom, there's a bottle in there that's full of water right now on the outside. The condensation is that thick in my bedroom. So I need a dehumidifier stat, or my things will grow mold in 2 seconds flat. So just keep that in mind if you are coming to Merida, Mexico. Make plans to have a dehumidifier in your room, in your closet for sure, immediately. I did get internet here before I moved in because I do work online. That was a smooth process as well. The installation partner was so smooth because just like Jamaica, here in Mexico as well, getting the technicians to come, and then when they come, they take a whole day, whatever. And then again, because the house is so long, the internet does not reach my bedroom. So I have already purchased a mesh system to upgrade that so that I can stay in my bedroom and do some work sometimes, or I can be on my phone in my bedroom. So leave any questions that you have about the rental process here in Merida, Mexico in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them since this is fresh for me and it's, I just went through the process, so I can answer any questions that you have. My realtor, was just a person who I met on Facebook Marketplace. Her husband speaks pretty good English, so he acted as my translator when we went to sign the lease. So keep that in mind as well, that you will need a translator because all your documents are in Spanish. So if you speak no Spanish, you're going to need a translator, because while I did get the draft lease, before I signed and I translated it and make sure everything was up to scratch, when you're actually signing the document, you want to make sure it's the same thing. And then of course, the notary and all the other people in your room, your landlord might not speak English. So you're gonna have to have a translator there when you're actually sitting down to sign. But I love, love, love this apartment. I love that I have an address now and I can start shopping on Amazon. Okay, I love that I have an apartment for several reasons. That's just a perk. Let me tell you something. If you furnish out the house, and I'm not talking about the big furniture, I'm talking I need things like garbage bins and I still need more I ain't got no pillows on my bed, guys. I ain't got no pillows on my bed. So if you found this helpful and you are so inclined, I am leaving a housewarming Amazon wish list down below. Do me, I beg you, click on the link and pick us up a gift if you like. I would be so grateful and so honored if you would help us out and get us something from, or not everything on it is for the house. There are a few things on it for me. for my birthday wish list. My birthday is next month. I'll be 40. Yes, I know I'm fabulous. 40? 40 where? Anyway, so my daughter's ready. Come in the video. Munchkin's right there looking at me like, huh? Giving me the side eye. But yes, please, if you are so inclined, take a look at the wish list down below and pick us up a curtain, a centerpiece for the table. I don't know, something for your girl. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.